Yo, so let me teach y'all something, right? And I'm gonna laugh at y'all because it's something I've been experiencing my whole life. Boys that don't look like me, or boys in general that I came across, from little kids to old adults, is always on my back, always on my dick, and they do the most. Okay, I get the most, uh, you know, unwanted attention at the wrong time. So we're gonna show you how King T.I.'s son, right? He's young, but he learned about the Cabbage Patch situation. When you go to college, the first thing they tell you, especially in the HBCU, is that you are liable to get Cabbage Patch, right? So if you didn't know what social media was at that time, because it just started, where people didn't have to, they didn't have the privilege to go on my profile and steal a picture and then take it to a clinic, make up a story about me, and tell, and this is the woman or whatever, and tell a bogus story on why this person wants to keep the image of me alive in a baby that's Cabbage Patch. So before it was technology, men get lied to at the hospital, in the clinic. They tell us it's impossible to freeze sperm. They tell us it's impossible to check or pick how your baby is gonna look. And it's a lie. That's what the doctors in the hospital, having a social security number, all of that, that's what all of that is about. It's a big lie, okay? They let the women do whatever they want. They let the women come in there with all types of cum and all types of sperm in they V or whatever, and take eggs out or whatever, and then the bitches act like they didn't have sex or and they lied or whatever, and then the doctor's corny ass takes the sperm infested eggs and they freeze the whole situation, and then the bitch goes back to the hospital, gets the eggs put back in her, and if she has sex with somebody else, she can now Cabbage Patch that person in you that was frozen in her eggs when she got her shit extracted and frozen when she went to the clinic. Yeah, now the baby is part yours, frozen, and is his. Also coming from the egg, and that's what they don't tell everybody. But this is what this creepy ass weird behavior that we go through and we see in all of y'all, especially me. I see it in all y'all community. Everybody that's colored and try to find and and try to reason with the white man, you act like the white man so much. It's y'all. Y'all niggas is the widows. Y'all taking pictures. The stupid little light skinned white nigga, he takes a picture of me and Davon, and then he uses an AI generated app. Cause you can make you can on your iPhone, you can make a person, you can make how your baby wants to look, or whatever. He takes a picture of me and Davon, then gets a human being after that, and then he takes a picture of himself and mix it in with the picture with me and Davon mixed in also, and now he has a son. So for y'all who don't know, the cabbage, everybody that Cabbage Patch me, right? Whether you took a picture from me or if a chick took some sperm from me, which happened already, the baby is gonna have some type of red chakra in them, but it's not like mine. For instance, you look at T.I.'s grandchild, yeah, he was on the internet, right? You see on TikTok, you see on YouTube, you see on everything. They renamed everything after my name. Clipper the Clipper, right? My name has been Clipper the Clipper for so long. So now all the tags is Clip Farm, Clip this, Clip this, just like they used my name before. The reason why I'm laughing is because y'all algorithm on Twitch and on YouTube is so suspect that the only gratification that you have been getting for the last few years is just that the numbers shows on YouTube. When the 20th comes to every month, them checks is really, 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 really short. And all of y'all niggas that I gave y'all a chance, you snaked me, right? So you just try to save some money so you can survive off credit. Little do you know that's gonna shrink also. So yeah, if you want to keep Cabbage Patching me, right? and trying to have a baby because all of y'all are on. I haven't met not one person in my life that thought deep down inside that I was a hideous human being. Okay? So my next move is to go to these clinics that's putting these new Cabbage Patch babies together, right? And see how many times these motherfuckers, from regular people to celebrities, has used my pictures. Everybody that used my picture and got a Cabbage Patch, or if you use my sperm, you dumb bitch, and got a Cabbage Patch, all of the babies look alike. All y'all don't look like y'all kids, right? Except for King. And this is for the mothers. With the sons, my sons and my daughters or whatever, that has sex with me or whatever, and I know what happened. Don't y'all see that y'all kids look just alike? And y'all niggas don't look alike? And y'all kids look like me? So here's the flip side of the situation. When you stupid ass niggas fall for something like that, right? Being that I'm rooted here and I didn't go through a natural degeneration that the earth produces, like it made Spanish people, like when it made Africans, like when it made fucking Caribbeans. These people have different genetic capabilities, and what do? They basically, they habitat this shit. They adapt to everything. So you can have your genetic stem cells, your genetic DNA, be modified by nature. Okay? Cancer, right? Cancer wasn't as privy and wasn't as often when we was living outside like dumbass animals, okay? Just saying. Dust happens to store in the house, not just outside. So what you stupid ass people fail to realize, as your community, always versus me, you see when one thing happens, another spins the same story around. So we basically see our life right now, and then we see our death, and then we see our real life. It's called resurrection, okay? So if I told you before that the orbs, because white is a color, and all colors are bad, okay? White is not clear. White is a color, okay? The antidote, you don't want the antidote to be a white cloud. It could be cancerous. That's the color of cancer. Cancer is a white mass. That's what they just don't tell you. Just like they don't tell you that blue could be a different color. That blood is a different color too before it hits the air. Okay? Just saying. So if it's not clear, if the antidote isn't clear like water, then there's a problem. So what you stupid ass niggas fail to realize is you see there's orbs in the sky, right? And they're white. They're not clear. They're white and transparent because that's a color. It has a negative effect. Okay? You fail to realize that shit is on Earth doing a purpose. Now, if you put a red one in, and we already came to the conclusion that the color red means rooted, you're basically just seeing your life as you live your life, and then you die and live the same life again. I don't understand why people don't understand rooted. Why would you see me rooted and want anything to do with me? You are out here on this country, on this playing field. You're claiming African American. You're claiming Caribbean. You're claiming Hispanic. You're claiming Asian, white, and all that shit, right? And you see something in me that's way different, and you see how I feel about each and every one of you niggas with a smile. So you're going to do something that makes me feel uncomfortable that I don't want you to do with a smile. That's what your community is known for. Laugh now, cry later. It's called giddiness. Now, what the little stupid ass half white, half southern brown kid doesn't understand is now his Cabbage Patch kid, is from science and not the little god-awful black Caribbean bitch that birthed this shit, right? Not her. The baby came from science. So therefore, Mother Nature always fucks up science. Always. Undefeated. 100, 1,000, 1,000,000%. It's a zero in the column. Mother Nature. You could keep saying we live in a firmament and this shit is flat and there's no phenomenons going on. You could keep thinking that shit, right? However, until you prove it and this shit stops and starts working the way you want it, because you dumbass niggas are cabbage patching me and you're not having me. I'm just saying, what the fuck? What do you want from me? Why are you taking pictures of me and having a baby with a bitch, right? And I'm involved. If you are not on my dick, right? If you are not a faggot that thinks I'm cute, just like the rest of you widows, and let me remind you, the reason why I look the way I look is because of my ethnicity and my indigenousness. That's why. So I can have a scar or I can have 7. I can be bald, burnt, right? And fucked up. And I wasn't born that way. And you little ugly niggas that was born that way, right? You can keep trying. It's never gonna work. We have been trying to explain that shit to y'all for a minute. If y'all niggas ever want to talk to me, conversate with me, converse, whatever, you better be on road call for dumb long. I am very unpredictable. You're not going to speak to me or anything like that and just think that's it. If I see you 10 days from now when you spoke to me and I didn't want you to speak to me, I might say something disrespectful to you. Why do you want to talk to me? Why are people taking pictures of me and having babies? And when you look into the babies, you see the red fucking glare. What is it for? That baby is not an indigenous American. Okay? It just didn't. So now with the little dumb white kid that's half white, see, he's half white, so he takes advantage of what they see in the South. In the South, they had slavery. In New York, we had witchcraft. The servants was trying to stab each other in the back to be the best servant for the master. That's what this territory is about. So when you see people like Hassan Campbell and Kai Cenat, they're not necessarily slaves. They're the people that kicked people off the boat. You know when the slaves was coming over here and the slaves was kicking the other slaves off the boat? That's the type of person they are. Or they're the type of person to put the blade in somebody's back that served the master a little too quick or did his job a little too swift before Hassan or Poetic Flacco can fathom it, okay? That's what happened up here. So now that the little stupid ass nigga is about to really see something, right? Understand, I don't give a fuck what you do. Honestly and truthfully. Cabbage patch whatever you want. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure this shit fails by telling you the truth. The reason why they released all that cabbage, look at DDG's baby. Don't you see the difference? Don't you see the similarities between DDG's baby, right? And he's scared of DDG at such a young age because the Cabbage Patch babies are very smart. Now look at King's baby, right? You see the Cabbage Patch likeliness. Now people don't believe in karma, right? And I showed you the orbs. Planes and shit is coming down. People starting to die. People starting to forget. Because in the transparency, yellow turns into white. Okay? So now since you want something red activated, right? You're going to live and feel completely different. We're not going to say it's going to be like the accidents, the freak accidents that happens when the white orbs come. We're not going to say that. We're going to say when the red ones come, they start to possess us. Just saying.